Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice game design, and we are here today with Captain Disaster in Death Has a Million Stomping Boots.
Death has a million stomping boots. I like that phrase a lot.
So this is a game that was made by the developer Captain D himself, Captain Disaster. So this is your pretty mostly vanilla point-and-click adventure with some kind of clever takes. And if you're a longtime fan of the show, and I mean like a super long-time fan, you might recall a game that we played almost give or take 3 years ago called Troll Song. And this is made by the same developer. They actually sent me this game in sort of like a, hey, here's this game that I've been working on since, the very beginning of your show. Check it out and, play it on the show if you want.
Sweet.
So in kind of like in homage to our legacy, the very early days of GDPG, I kind of wanted to check out this game. We may not play through the whole thing. If you are enjoying this, let us know and we will. But we'll at least play through the full first chapter.
Yeah, I think I remember Troll Song. Pretty sure I do.
That was before you were even on the show.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Huh. But
Nathan and I played it.
I was on such an early episode.
Maybe it technically happened after.
Yeah, it definitely. It happened after Futuridium, but I mean, I remember Troll Song.
Somewhere in the galaxy.
A secret base on a planet. We're not going to tell you the name. Because it's secret.
I mean, that is fair.
So secret. I thought there was actually another one.
You wanted to give me a progress report?
Yes, the installation is now complete.
Does this mean that you are ready to begin production?
It does indeed. We will start immediately.
Excellent. My plans are progressing most satisfactorily. Now we only need to obtain the final piece of the puzzle. Then the whole galaxy shall be mine.
Perfect.
Mine.
Wonderful. I read that as pizza of pizza.
I kind of did too, and I'm not really sure why.
Maybe I want pizza.
It could also be like the colors.
Maybe.
Very pizza-like.
I mean, really, come on, people, work with me here.
Prologue, another day, another job. Which I guess realistically is chapter 1.
Gotcha.
I think. I could be wrong. I played through a little bit of this already, so if I seem to have a good understanding of what to do, that's the only reason why, but I've only played chapter 1.
0-bit. Are you listening?
Of course I am listening. I am an advanced computer with a nanobot-based neural network, gigaquads of memory, and more especially, a highly tuned oral processing unit. I cannot stop listening. If I could stop listening, I would have a long...
We can talk over them if you want.
Okay. I 100% think that this is how my ship would look if I had a spaceship.
Just like
sloppy
garbage scattered all over the place.
I'd be too busy exploring the universe to care about cleaning it up.
I mean, that's probably some of the idea. It's like the lazy bachelor pad.
Yeah. Yep.
Doc Chuck is not a real doctor. He's from a children's TV show.
Even so, it's my chosen diet. The captain knows best.
Rarely, if ever, true. But still, I need you to make a decision.
What, before bedtime? You mean a real, non-food related decision?
Look, we need to get a paying job. The ship needs repairs. I need an OS update. And you, well, you need a haircut.
Hey.
No, I don't, Mom.
Okay.
No,
so
don't.
available jobs.
So I think the idea is the dialogue is very reminiscent of old school clicking points, where it's very the humor's very cheeky, almost to a point where I feel like a modern audience may not actually find it very funny.
I think it's charming because I think the voice acting is pretty nice right now.
Yeah, the voice acting is a really nice touch. And I mean, even some of the older King's Quests had voice acting too, albeit very questionable quality. In order to use this computer system, you will need to enter the correct password. What is the third word of paragraph 2 on page 13? Well, go ahead and type some, Eddie. Eddie's our keyboard master.
Wait, okay, so third word of paragraph 2 on page 13. Didn't.
Whatever, close enough.
From the Mars station to the Barnard star system, we have some small furry creatures we would like
Furry
to get
creatures
rid of.
that we would like to get rid of.
They look cute. Ideally, the delivery craft should have an expandable cargo bay.
Has the ship ever had an expandable cargo bay?
I guess not. Next. From the Flanian High Council to Maglafia, payment in pobble beads. Deliver plans for a new planet with more fuels than any other planet ever. Not a bad goal for a planet.
Next.
Oh, why not that?
From Alderman to Dagobah, payment in training offered as barter. This is the job you're looking for. Bring cookies and cakes.
I'm pretty sure most of these are a reference to something.
Yeah, the
This is like
last
the
one was
most-
Europe, wasn't it?
I have no idea. The first one I think was maybe Star Trek. It certainly reminds me of something in Star Trek.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely Star Trek.
No, this is...
I'm kidding. Come on, it's Star Wars. I know.
Your place, looking for friendship and maybe more. Must have own spaceship and teeth.
Next.
Next.
Huh. Must own spaceship and teeth. Questionable package.
From mysterious person. To be delivered to a place potentially dangerous to humans. Especially space captains.
entirely safe for Starship computer systems. Mm-hmm.
Accept it.
One's
This one's perfect.
Don't know.
for crying out loud.
Oh,
You need a doctor.
definitely needs that OS upgrade.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Take this one. I'll press it for you.
Thanks.
Oh no.
Okay, whatever you say, Zedberg.
The ship is taking over.
They definitely make a 2001 Space Odyssey joke at
Of
some
course,
point.
of course they do.
Send for actress 1, Captain.
So yeah, I think like
As much as I love
the humor...
power, I'm rather attached.
when I first started playing it, definitely didn't resonate with me very much, and I hope that you guys watching kind of feel this way. But as you go through, it kind of like it warms up to you.
Yeah.
The point where you're just like, yeah, all right, I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah, it's already warmed up to me. I think it's fun and cute.
It definitely appeals to I think a very specific kind of person, which maybe point and clicks do anyway.
I don't like most point and clicks though, and this one, to me, I think the best way for me to describe it is charming.
I mean, that's
I
fair.
think it's charming.
And that was like with Troll Song, that was the one thing I really liked about it was it had a special kind of charm to it, both in like the way the characters were, but even in terms of like how you solve puzzles. And that game I think was a little bit more complicated than Captain Disaster,
Gotcha.
but you still sort of get that sense of exploration. You get actually more of a sense of exploration in Captain Disaster than Troll Song. And I never played the later part of Troll Song. So who knows, just from that first chapter that I really liked of Troll Song.
Yeah.
It had some good stuff going on.
Right, ZB. I want you to transport when I say the word cash card.
Are you sure that's the trigger word you want to use?
Of course. What could go wrong?
With you, anything.
No
Aw.
arguments from you. No going back. When I say the word, you begin the transport sequence immediately and refuse to cancel it whatever happens. You got that?
Sheesh. That learn assertiveness while you sleep course really kicks in at the worst moment. Okay, I will agree to your senseless demands.
I should think so too. Anyway, it's not like I'm going to say cash card before I've picked up everything else on it.
Transport sequence initiated.
You know what I said earlier? It didn't quite come out like I meant it to.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be just fine.
And here we are on the planet.
Oh boy.
Well, I've been in worse situations before.
Hello.
That's a nice nose, sir.
It's very Squidward quality nose.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't.
It's very
But it's in my
Squidward
contract
quality
that I
voice
have to
too.
say that. Arcturus 1 was supposed to have a proper
Man's got a hot dog
visitor
for a
center,
nose.
but we ran out of budget. So now the customs office doubles as a meet and greet center for new visitors to the planet. Stick to the rules, and I shouldn't need to cause you much pain. Please take a seat. The
Delightful.
local language will be downloaded into your brain.
Okie dokie.
Very willing to just go in there.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
if this is standard customs of a planet, you know, where it's like, you know, hook up to this brain machine and you'll learn the language of the people here.
That's fair.
I mean, like, it's definitely a little unsettling, but you know, I do it.
I guess that's kind of cool. Or maybe you only have to ever do it once and you keep it forever.
It's maybe not as clever as like the what is it called, the Babelfish, whatever it is in
I am required to speak many languages.
I have no idea.
But
The
how will I make
Babelfish?
myself
Oh,
understood to the
man.
natives?
You know, the book where it's like always remember your towel.
Oh,
Thanks for
yeah.
all the fish.
Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
So even if
I mean,
we
that
are
was
making
just like you put a
random
fish in
noises,
your
we'll
ear and you can
communicate.
understand.
This may
Oh,
involve
yeah.
That was definitely a clever solution for that problem. But I don't know. I like a world that kind of understands that problem and has a solution for it in the form of technology.
Yeah.
You know?
Instead of a fish.
Of course, in this case,
Because I wouldn't want to put a fish in my ear.
one has a
Ever.
field around the whole
it's a little
planet.
unsettling.
Yeah.
Of course, in this case, you know, this thing is broken, so we didn't actually get to learn the language.
Yeah, and
Hence the red alarm.
apparently only the people in the speeder shop speak English, I believe.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
robots and then staff in the speeder shop.
So basically,
English.
no organic life forms other than humans will speak English.
Right. I guess well, you're just assuming the speeder shop is staffed by humans. Jeez.
So we can kind
Okay.
of drill in and ask him more questions. I'm not going to do that a ton just because dialogue in this. Well, I'll do it where I think that we'll get some extra flavor. This is really just like getting information that I'm already sort of aware of.
Yeah.
But the idea is the communicator. We can't use our communicator to talk to our ship
Right.
because
I've got
there's
to
a
go
barrier
now.
on the planet that prevents those communications. So we have to go through a whole slew of tasks in order to allow them to open that barrier.
Ah. It's a person by person basis.
We get to
Might
see
be
this
able to
little
use this,
contraband
but
detector.
I can't take it while the customs officer is watching.
Ooh, while he's watching, so we can steal it. Can we steal it?
Well,
Can we
that's
steal it?
sort of your hint that you could do something with it.
Yeah. Oh no.
Behind the screen, please. You will need to be searched.
Oh
I've
boy.
got hardly anything on me.
In a minute, you will have nothing at all on you.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
Sorry, it's the rules. Believe me, I will
Rules
not
are
enjoy this
rules.
any more than you do.
Yuck.
Oh no.
I mean, we all know where this is going to go.
Oh boy.
Wait for it. Maybe it's just... Oh, there he goes.
Well then, what do we have here?
Oi, which way you putting your hands? Tentacles, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Aha!
I mean, definitely still in line with
I
the kind of
apologize
cheeky
up
humor,
front
I
for
think.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Ah!
No.
a slightly more PG version of what you'd get out of something like the old school Leisure Suit Larrys, I think.
Oh yeah.
Which I haven't
Much more
really...
PC.
I mean, like,
Done when the client
those
is
games were
not
mostly
expecting it.
PG. I mean, like, I never played the Leisure Suit Larry games. They made a lot of like sex jokes, but there wasn't actually a lot of like stuff unsuitable for kids. It's just it would go over the heads of most kids, you know.
I'm sorry to
Yeah.
report
There's like
that
this.
after
Maybe
my
a kid
very
would play this and
thorough
not quite know what's going on behind the screen, you know. But like,
Right.
you had
as
a
adults, we're
jelly
like,
baby
oh, that's
stuck to
the
your
good old
jelly babies are considered the
inspection,
most dangerous
contraband inspection.
Jelly babies though?
Jelly aliens too.
Jelly babies are the most
Oh, Lord.
harmful
Scum.
contraband, apparently.
I like that as soon as, well, he just said that too. He's like, really? Jelly babies? And he's just like, do not mock our laws, alien scum. Like, wow.
Whoa.
Damn.
Oh my.
All right.
I feel very strongly about this.
Now we are good to go.
Sweet.
We just got to get a leaflet.
A leaf.
And now we can actually choose where we want to go.
Oh, we are going to. Oh my, there's so many. Is that the speeder shop? I want to go to the speeder shop.
Well, we have to go to the speeder shop first, I think, because that's the only place that can speak English, or at least that's what they seem to tell you. This is where we are. There's a rubbish dump, a marketplace, a robo bar,
I'm excited about the robo bar.
and a speeder showroom.
Speeder showroom.
I'm
Sweet.
not going to touch it. I think this model is equipped with anti-vandalism lasers, and I don't want to risk setting them off.
Oh my.
Arctic speeder up there.
Oh
Recognize that?
geez, I wonder where that's from. Also,
Get
the
me
one
on the
that,
Emperor's most wanted list.
I saw it, and it opened up my mind. I saw life it
Whoa.
without understanding. It's supposed to, but
Just wanted the dialogue to end.
Welcome to my humble sales room. We have the best selection of speeders this side of Alpha Centauri.
yes, I'm looking for a speeder that can take down a mechanical elephant.
Good looks.
I mean,
You'll never get
funny you ask. We have just the thing.
have detected that you are a human of sorts, and that you speak English. Our advanced sensors have picked up that the dialect is Brummie, which
Brummy.
is quite similar to English. Adjusting universal translator settings accordingly.
That's okay.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to just get through the prologue too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
This. The universal translator can handle over 50,000 alien languages and dialectal variations.
50,000 languages.
Struggling with Brummie.
Jeez. So, American. Nice. It's actually
mean-
just a planet called America.
In this world, I would hope so. I don't suppose I could borrow your universal translator.
Sorry, but no.
Plot twist, it is just a planet called America because that's what America has devolved into
I mean, like-
on the planet.
I mean, like,
It's the only civilization left and they're all dumb.
I mean, like, what do you think is going to happen when we first hit colonization and other planets?
We're all gonna get left behind to die.
Well, I mean, that also. But there could be a real Murica planet.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so we can't get the translator from her. So really, this is what we want.
Cheap rental deals.
We don't do rental deals at all. It's all about the sales.
Because we don't have much money.
Really
Yeah.
failing to
We can't afford
understand
buying a whole
Don't
speeder.
talk to me again until you do.
I like to think that she enjoys sitting on the floor playing a NES every now and then. with her game system.
I mean, that is kind of cute. I like that as a little detail. Well, that's sort of the thing about game. I think what makes a good point and click, aside from just having clever puzzles, having little things like this that you can just kind of look at and poke and prod. And
Yeah.
even if it doesn't do anything as far as the actual game progression goes,
Right.
it's nice to have that flavor. And that filler also kind of like helps fill. It kind of makes the things you're supposed to interact with less obvious.
Yeah.
And I think that's valuable, right? Because as soon as you see that anything that's interactable will be game changing, then it's like, then there's no real challenge other than just poking it. You
Yeah.
know?
Just poking at stuff.
Of course, we still run into the issues that classic point and clicks have, where it's like, I'm going to take that thing. I don't know what I need it for, but I'm going to take it.
I'm gonna have it forever.
So I have a pen now.
Yeah.
Who knows what we'll use this for, but I have a pen.
Let's vandalize the speeders with the pen. Let's draw on the speeders. All of the speeders.
But now that we're at this point, we might as well save. Eddie,
All right.
would you do me a favor and type the name of our save? This is like the ultimate old school click and point. intergalactic adventure. We should play something like King's Quest sometime.
Yes.
I would be way into it. First, I played a bit of the first King's Quest, and it's very, very slow, but it's so interesting. But anyway,
I'm
that's
down.
a good point to call this episode.
Alrighty.
I guess just to kick things off with the question of the day, what do you think is more important, to talk about narrative? Or actually, you know what? What are your thoughts on the long prologue? The sort of the entry to the game sort of goes through long sequences of dialogue, and in a point and click that's not exactly out of place, because they tend to be very dialogue or narrative heavy games in general.
Yeah.
But maybe then the question is, should it have been expedited more? Should that have been sprinkled more into the actual gameplay? How might you have handled that prologue and delivered that same information?
Yeah, that works.
Cool. Well, let us know what you think of the series, and if you want us to play through the whole thing. I have no idea how long this game actually is.
Huh.
Chapter 1 isn't super long, but,
Cool.
Cool. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.